go to the output. Yeah.
It is increment by
Okay.
increment by 1. It is increment by 2. Increment by 5.
Okay.
It is increment by 5. And then it increment by 3. Up to 90.
Okay. Fine. We have done conditional rendering also.
Yeah. Up to 90, I am that button is visible, not visible.
Sorry?
Up to 90 only, I am showing that minus button.
Yeah, yeah. Conditional rendering. That is conditional.
Yeah.
Okay. We have done up to conditional rendering. Fine. Yeah. Okay. Today we can continue our class. Sharing the screen. So whatever we have covered so far.
I have covered so far is what is HTML, JavaScript, what is JavaScript, and we have covered the class component, how it is rendering, and conditions, if condition, if and that boolean ternary conditions.
So that's the conditional rendering. Yeah. Today we can then see about life cycles.
What is
Okay.
that?
So it's today we are going to see about life cycles in class component. So there are three major life cycles. One is component with mount, and next one component with update, and next one component will unmount. So these are the three major life cycle in class component. Okay, this did not get called after first rendering. Okay. And with update get called after every re-rendering. Okay. And component will unmount get called before component gets unmount. Okay. So theoretically, component import gets called after the first rendering, and component did update get called after every re-rendering, and component will unmount get called before the component gets unmount. Okay. So when our component will get rendered for the first time?
The first time once you create the component and we call that component inside the class, that time component is rendering.
Exactly. So when our component is loading for first time, the render method will automatically get called. Okay. And whenever our component get re-rendered,
Re-render and once we change something, then we build that time it will be re-render.
yeah. So whenever we are changing the state value or whenever we are changing the props value, the component will get re-rendered. Okay. So let's see the example. Whether we have already covered parent to child. Whether we have covered this or not yet.
Parent child, no.
You know, right?
No, I don't know parents.
Okay, fine. So nothing but we have already done. I will explain it again. So here I have created a new component, right? After
Yeah.
creating a component, I am exporting this new component. Okay.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
after exporting this, I am going to the app.js. Here I am
Yeah.
importing the new component,
Yes.
right? And
Yeah.
here I am binding the new component inside the app.js. So which
Yes.
means that app component is the parent component and the new component is the child component.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, we can send data via props to the child component. Okay. Props means, for example, whatever we are typing here, they are props. For example, I want to send my name. Okay. My name is Sanjay. Then sending area. Area is equal to connect. Then sending pin. Pin is equal to 123. Yeah. So these are the three
Child.
props. Yeah, I am sending to the child component. Okay. So in
Yes.
child, how I can receive this is using the props. Okay. For example, in the last view, okay, find the values. Find 7 data. Okay. So writing the interpolation, inside the interpolation, this dot props dot the props name. First one is my name. And again, this dot props dot what is the next one? Area.
What is this props?
This is what already we know state, right? State is already existing in our component. Okay, whatever we want to maintain, we will make use of state. In the same way, if you want to send the data from parent to child, you will make use of the props. With the help of props only, we can send the data from parent to child.
Okay.
Okay. Here I am receiving as this chart, props chart, my name. And my name is the props name which have I given in the parent. And area is another props name. And pin is another props name. So in the child, I will access the value like this chart props chart my name. This chart props chart my area. This chart props chart pin. Let's take it out again. So this chart props chart pin. Save this. Come to the output. The data Shankar, Chennai, 123, I have received from parent. This is what usually we will say. We can send the data from parent to child directly using props in React component. Is it clear or got confused? Shall I explain again?
No, it's clear.
Okay? Yeah, fine. And another way, if you want to send the data from child to parent, okay? So if you want to send data from child to parent, how we can send them? That is also making use of the props only we can send the data. Okay. So at first, go to the parent, create a function. So here I am going to write a function like receiver. Or you can write anything. I am writing a receiver function. Okay. Yeah. So here in the parental, I am going to receive the data. So data console.log of data. That's it. Okay. So now I'm going to send this receiver function to child component. Okay. So I'm giving the name as my function equal to this dot receiver function. Okay. So in the child, how I can able to access this function?
This dot props.
This dot captured my function, right? Okay. So here write a button send. Okay. So on click of send, I'm going to call a method. This dot child method. Okay. Yeah, start up write child method. So this dot props dot my function of 25. Okay. Now what will happen? If I click this button, it will call child method. Then this method will get called. Here what we are calling? We are calling the this chart props chart my function of 25. So in the parent component, this receiver function will get called, and in this parameter, I will receive the value 25. Okay, let's check it out. Go to console, click send button. See, the 25 is printing from app.js, and the button send button is available in child component. Can you able to understand, or shall I explain again?
Again, explain.
Sorry.
Explain me again.
Okay. So to send a data from parent to child, we can directly send it using the props. Okay.
Yeah.
For example, here I am sending as my name equal to Sankar. So in the child component, I can receive like this chart, props chart, my name. Okay. Same way, if you want to send the data from child to parent, then how we can send? We can send it using a callback function. For example, here in the parent, I am creating a function, naming it as receiver function. And I am sending this receiver function to the child component as a props. Okay. And the props name is my function. Okay. Now come to the child component. Now what I'm going to do, on click of a button, I'm going to send the number 23 to the parent function, receiver function. So I am creating a button. After this button, I am creating a child method. Inside the child method, what I am calling? I am calling the parent method. That is nothing but this chart, top chart, my function. My function presents this receiver function. Okay, my function means it is having the receiver function. So my function of 25. In this parameter, I am sending 25. This will call the function available in the parent. So this is the parent, this function. And in the data, I will receive 25.
Okay.
You know the value passed by parameter, right?
Yeah.
That's the same thing happening here. I am sending the receiver function to the child component. Okay, it is having a parameter. In this parameter, I am going to receive the value. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. If not, please hold on. I will explain it again. 1 minute.
Nice. Sir, binding the drop down, how it will possible?
Yeah, please hold on. Wait a minute.
Binding drop down. Drop down on click.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So are you clear with this? How to send the data from child to parent? Or shall I explain it again?
Yeah. No, no, I can able to understand.
Okay. Understood. Right? Yeah. And if you felt the name is confusing, then keep the name. That means props name same as the function name. Okay. Keep the same name as function name. So the props name is residual function. It is same as the function name. So in the child you can access like this. This chart props chart residual function, which means you are calling the function available in the parent, and you are sending the value 25. This 25 will come here in the data. That it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. And the next thing is life cycle. Okay. So down to the new component, here we can write the first life cycle. Component did mount console dot log of component with loader. And next one, component with update. Let's save this and control output force remove on breakpoint. Yes, keep a breakpoint inside it mode and keep a breakpoint inside it up. Inside the render, keep a breakpoint. Okay. So now I'm going to load my application. Yeah, refreshing the application. See, my new component is going to render for first time. Okay. See, my component is rendered. After rendering, automatically component did not lifecycle get called. Okay, it will get called only once. Then, now I'm changing. Do we have any value to change? Okay. Yeah, we have incrementer, this one. On click this button, what will happen? It will update the count value after, yeah. By clicking this button, it is calling the count incrementer method. It is going to set state the value. After set state, my component is going to re-render. After the component re-render, automatically did update it called. Okay. I'm changing the value. It is going to set state. After set state, component is re-render. After re-render, automatically component did update get called. Okay. These are the two major life cycle, and the last one is component will unmount.
In where it is used in the life,
Sorry,
where it is used.
where it is used.
Yeah, means in the life project, how it is used.
Yeah, how it is used is like, for example, there is a table in your application. Okay. After binding table, you need to fetch the data from server and you need to bind the information. Okay.
I
So
mean that
without,
from the database, from
yeah,
database.
from the back. Okay. So without the DOM is ready, the table is not ready. If you fetch the data before itself, so where you are going to bind the data, right? That's why
Yeah.
first my component needs to be ready. After my component needs to be ready, then I want to request my database. So those call I can keep inside the did mount. Okay, inside the did mount, I will make the first HTTP request to get the data. Then I will update my DOM. Like this, we can make use of. Got it?
Okay.
All confused. Yeah. And the last one, will unmount. Will unmount get called only based on the conditional rendering. For example, when my component is getting removed from the DOM, then only it will get called. So here we can write here flag booster state state dot flag. Okay, and here also I'm going to keep here flag and on button I'm going to keep the toggle side. Okay. So on click of this, I'm going to set state. This dot set state of flag that is not of this dot state dot flag. Okay. So come here by toggling this, I'm going to remove the DOM. By toggling this, I'm going to bind the DOM. Sorry, bind the component. Okay. So at first, reloading my application, new component is rendering. After rendering, automatically did not get called. Now I am changing value inside the component. So again, my component get re-rendered and automatically component did update get called. Yeah. So again, changing value, component is re-rendering. After re-rendering, did update called. Okay. And next one, I'm going to remove the component from the DOM. So click toggle child. See, component will unmount get called. So it will be get executed before the component get unmount. After the execution of this console.log, see the component is removed. So this is will unmount, not did unmount. Okay, will unmount get called before the component is removing from the DOM. Is it clear or get confused?
No, no, it's clear.
Okay. So do you want to explain again or you are clear with this?
No, it's okay.
Yeah. Okay, fine. And it seems to be you have asked me something. What you have
Drop
asked?
down bindings. There's only one drop down binding.
Okay, you want to bind the drop down, right? Fine. Command.js here. You can keep select. Okay. So inside select, it is going to be option. Okay. One, two, three.
There should be an ID value.
Okay. Yeah. So verb 1, 2, 3, it is fine. The next one.
Or
So
click.
these are it may come as any set of number, right?
Yeah.
So we can make it inside a loop. Okay. So we are going to call a function this dot bind option. Okay. So here write the function bind option. Okay. And here keep here with on option we are equal to 1 here. Okay. So again option here equal to I'm going to keep one more array. Option equal to one. 1, 2, and the last one is 3. Okay. Option array is equal to options dot map of. So you know map, right? In advanced JavaScript. Okay. So OPC data. Return. So we're going to return a HTML design. Okay. Option, and here it is going to have OPT data dot link. That's it. Now return this array. Combine option, return, and here we are having the option. Here is your can put the option. Fine. Also need to cross. One. Okay. Here the label is. This is how we can bind the select box dynamically. Okay. To make use of this, we will cover the control and uncontrolled component. After then, we can see how we can make it control under the state. Okay. So to bind a select, to bind a drop-down, it will be work like this. Select, inside select, you can write the option statically. But most probably in our real time, we won't write statically, we will bind dynamically. It will be an array of object. Okay. So here I have written a static array, options equal to 3 objects. One is label val1, label val2, and another one is label val. Okay. And I'm going to write it in a map. Okay. So this array dot map of, I'm returning a set of HTML elements, and I'm assigning that set of HTML elements into a variable called option array. Then at the end, I'm returning this option array. This option array is nothing but having a set of option HTML element. Okay, so I'm returning this to the HTML element, which will get bind at this place. Is it clear, or shall I explain again? Get confused.
Not that option element.
Sorry, which one?
Option array.
Option array. Option array nothing but it is a array. For that array, I am assigning that. If you get confused, you can directly return this line. Return. Yeah. So here what I'm having a option is having a array of object. And here what I am doing, I am converting them into a array of HTML elements. Okay. At the end, I am returning that array again. Nothing else. If you want to check it out, you can log this. Okay, come here, refresh the page, go to source, and keep the page. Here, refresh the page. See, bind option automatically get triggered. Why? Because I am calling this function inside the render. Okay, so it gets triggered. So go to the next line. Yeah. So now option array. Option array. Okay. Reloading my application and go to the next line. Now check the option array. It is empty. Okay. And check the options. It is a array of object. Okay. Now I'm going to load this option array with array of HTML elements. That is nothing but array of these options. Okay, that's why I am running this map. Then play this, play this. Yeah. So now the map has been executed successfully. Now come and check what available in the option array. It is nothing but array of 3 HTML element options. Okay, this is nothing but array of options. So it is returning array of options which will get bind here.
Okay.
For more clear, again I am writing like this.
Yeah.
Here what I am going to return is like option, option, option. One, two,
Instead of that, it will be better to write the
three. So this is how it is going to be. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So nothing but I'm going to return an array of HTML elements. So for simply to achieve that, I'm using the map. With the help of map, I'm converting this array of object into array of HTML option element, HTML element. Then I am returning the HTML element, which will get bind here. So instead of typing this option one by one here, I am using the loop map. Okay, with the help of map, dynamically I am achieving the number of HTML element. Okay, based on the options array. Is it clear or shall I explain again?
no, it's clear.
Okay, right. Okay. Fine then. So whatever we have covered today, we have covered about life cycle and we have covered about how to send data from parent to child and child to parent.